Time now for the morning rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. No rain or snow out there today. We're talking full sunshine across the entire state and even into tomorrow. Most of us seeing sunny skies, a little bit of cloud cover starting to creep in over the north and northeast, possibly a spot shower or two, but nothing significant. Hoping for a little bit of light snow over the northern mountains. Crystal?
With overnight news, we're expecting to learn more this morning after APD says a 16-year-old was shot downtown. It happened last night near First and Central. Police say the teen rushed to the hospital, suffered at least one gunshot wound. They have not released any other details about a motive or the shooter as police continue investigating.
And parents are left speechless this morning after APS told them they couldn't honor the two victims of the Aztec High School shooting at a cheer competition this weekend as APS students and their parents gathered at La Cueva for the Metro Cheer and Dance competition. A group of parents say they asked for a moment of silence before the national anthem. APS says the request was denied because, quote, it was last minute and they get a lot of those type of requests.
And today, Aztec High School remains closed as the community continues to grieve. However, elementary and middle school students, it's back to class for them this morning. It's unclear when the high school will reopen. The service expected this weekend. The service is expected for the victims is this weekend. We'll have that coming up in our 5 facts.
A third federal judge is blocking President Donald Trump's ban on transgender people joining the military. This one coming out of Seattle. The judge found that the ban likely violates the plaintiff's rights to due process and to equal protection under the law. She also said it would hurt the state's efforts to protect its residents from discrimination.
On to new news this morning. A University of New Mexico graduate student says she was fired from an internship at Representative Michelle Lujan Grisham's office for being transgender. That's according to the Santa Fe New Mexican. The report says 26-year-old Riley Del Rey told them she felt as soon as the office found out that she was transgender, they terminated her internship in Washington. Lujan Grisham denies those claims.
Right now, world leaders are gathered in Paris to discuss the issue of climate change. French President Emmanuel Macron is hosting the event. Among the world leaders in attendance, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, Sir Richard Branson, and former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg will also be attending. This all takes place less than a year after President Trump pulled the U.S. from the Paris Climate Accord.
On to new news this morning. Women who have accused President Donald Trump of sexual misconduct before he became the president are calling on Congress to investigate him. 3 women made the announcement on Megyn Kelly's show on NBC. Just into our newsroom, though, the president now responding, saying Democrats are moving on with false accusations of women who he claims to have never met. When asked yesterday, the White House press secretary said voters knew about those allegations when they elected him into office.
New this morning, celebrity chef Mario Batali is leaving his restaurant business and his job hosting the television show The Chew amidst sexual assault allegations. Now, 4 unidentified women claim Batali touched them inappropriately. Batali did not address the individual accounts, but said the stories match up with his past behaviors. He was also asked by ABC to step away from The Chew. Sarah?
Happening today, nearly 700 students at Highland High School will be receiving brand new tablets for free. It's all part of Sprint's 1 Million project, aimed at closing the homework gap, giving kids without internet access at home the chance to complete their homework outside of school. Refugees or English as second language learners make up 30% of the student body at Highland. It's one of the reasons why the school was chosen to get these Sprint tablets. The distribution will take place at 1 today. Kristen?
Wildfires in California continue to burn this morning. The largest of those, the Thomas Fire, only about 20% contained, now entering its 9th day, burning 360 square miles. Evacuation orders are still in effect in Santa Barbara County, where the fire is now burning in the foothills. 6,400 personnel continue the firefight, including some from right here in New Mexico. So we'll continue to keep tabs on that. I'll tell you here at home, no concerns weather-wise. Metro Threat Index at 0. We've got no threat. Sunny skies. As far as the sky conditions go, we're going to stick with the sunshine, but the temperature is wiggling a little bit warmer today and tomorrow, but cooler as we hit Thursday behind a cold front. David.
Looking ahead, Rio Bravo will be closed between Broadway and I-25 this weekend as crews work on the I-25 interchange. Closures began Friday evening and will finish up early Monday morning. In the meantime, drivers can use Gibson and Broadway to exit onto I-25.
Okay, listen up, laptop users. New this morning, there's a potential security issue in hundreds of Hewlett-Packard laptops. A problem, it may be recording everything that you type. HP says nearly 500 different laptop models contain keystroke logging software that could give hackers access to passwords and even PIN numbers. However, HP says a hacker would need physical access to that laptop to access that data. There is a software fix for the issue on the company's website.
A startling new survey this morning finds 4 in 5 U.S. physicians have experienced some form of cybersecurity attack. 74% of doctors are concerned a future attack could interrupt their practice and compromise the security of patient records.
Time now for a check on your Tuesday morning commute. No major crashes out there. We are a little slow coming in I-40 eastbound near Coors. That's down to about 15-25 miles per hour, as well as I-25 southbound just past Osuna.
And finally this morning, if you're still planning your New Year's Eve celebration, you may want to consider New York City. It, again, tops the list of Wallet Hub's best cities for New Year's Eve celebrations, followed by Orlando, Atlanta, LA, and San Francisco. Americans are expected to dish out more than $1 billion touring in 2018. Or you could just stay here in Albuquerque and watch the chili drop.
Yeah.
Nobody else has a chili.
Nobody else has chili. All right,
time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, an Albuquerque family is asking for the public's help after they say their 2-year-old son's gift named Jax was stolen. The pit bull pup was an early Christmas gift for the boy. They say they left Jax to go to the restroom in their fenced backyard in southwest Albuquerque for just a few minutes. And when they returned, he was gone. Now, for more details on this story, you can check out krqe.com.
On to number 4 now. An APD officer who adopted a drug-addicted newborn is the first to receive a new award from Mayor Tim Keller. The story of Officer Ryan Holitz caught national attention after he met a pregnant woman addicted to heroin while on patrol and agreed to adopt her baby. Little Hope is now 8 weeks old after spending her first days of life suffering from heroin withdrawals. Officer Holitz accepted the Outstanding Service to the Community Award. He says the real hero is his wife, Rebecca, though.
And number 3, mild temperatures across the state today. Albuquerque in the 50s, just a few degrees cooler off to the east. Sunshine overhead. Warmer temperatures for everyone tomorrow. Second cold front drops our temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees across the eastern 2/3 of the state.
At number 2, new video into our newsroom shows the moments a pipe bomb exploded in the pedestrian tunnel at the Port Authority bus terminal in Times Square. It's all in New York City, happening yesterday morning. Now, 4 people are recovering from their injuries. The suspect, 27-year-old Akayed Aula, is in custody, but also in the hospital after he suffered serious injuries from the blast. Investigators say the suspect, who had at least 2 devices on him, one that was detonated as a pipe bomb that he had strapped to himself. Investigators say he claimed allegiance to ISIS.
On to number 1 now. New this morning, we're learning services will be held this weekend for the 2 students killed in the tragic shooting at Aztec High School. It's according to the Journal. The service for a 17-year-old Francisco Fernandez will be held Friday at Pinon Hills Community Church, that's in Farmington. Services for Casey Jordan Marquez will be held on Sunday at San Juan College in the Henderson Fine Arts Building. Fernandez and Marquez were gunned down on Thursday, authorities say, by 21-year-old William Atchison, who pretended to be a student at Aztec High. Fernandez's family is asking for a lowrider car escort to the cemetery. If you can help out with that, look for the story on our website or on our KRQE News app for more details.